Hey everyone, it's the Bearded Thumb here. First things first, check that description there down below to see when the actual review in the fake Chicago accent goes away. If you're still there, a little intro to this review. I got some nice Chicago-style beers here, brewed in Chicago or around Chicago. So say you want to come to Chicago, you want to do things right. Maybe go see the Bears. And then maybe get yourself a nice hoagie, or go down, get yourself a nice deep dish sausage and mushroom pizza from either Connie's or Giordano's, or maybe go to Beggars where they lay it on dick and get yourself a nice thin crust pizza. Then you could take yourself to the Jewels. If you don't know what the Jewels is, you're not going to find the Jewels. It's actually a place called Jewel-Osco. But for some reason we call it Jules. So why, I don't know. I just live here. While we're on that thing, don't go to the Jules. They could kiss my fat bearded ass. Take yourself outside the city where you're not going to pay as many taxes. You want to see a fucking border crisis. Mr. Trump, you get some of these shithole neighboring suburbs like their Summit and Stickney. They have these big-ass signs outside their businesses that say no City of Chicago taxes. So what does that tell you about the City of Chicago? So yeah, we're going to start here with the buckle down and go all the way through to the daisy cutter. Without further ado, let's start this review here, eh? Oh, okay, I'm so happy to be done with that fake Chicago accent. That fucking hurt my jaw just doing. I've been practicing it actually for the last couple hours to make sure I got my... TH's pronounced as D's consistently. But yeah, let's actually start this review here. First up is going to be Belt and Suspenders. It is a IPA made by a brewery called Buckle Down. It's technically not in Chicago. It's just outside of Chicago in a town called Lyons, spelled Lyons. I first found out about this place when the place I start working at, or I work at, rather, sells this beer, and then I found out that I drive past the brewery every single day going to work. And you know what? I usually shit talk IPAs, but this one is one that I know I like and is not too bad. So you know what? Let's open it up and see what we got. Alright, that's definitely got that thick, rich ale color to it. Give the old smell test there. Oh, it definitely has that ale smell to it that I am all too familiar with and do not like. But let's see if my memory serves me right from the first time I had this, and if it actually is a drinkable IPA. So, the thing I don't like about IPAs is the bitterness, or as a lot of people call it, the hoppiness to it. But I really like this one because, yes, it does have the bitterness to it, but it's not as unbearable as some IPAs like Lagunitas, for example, which I will absolutely not drink any of those. And anyone out here wondering why there is no Lagunitas products in here, one, they suck. Two, it's actually originally from California, so I kind of disqualified it from this review. If you don't like that, well, so sue me. And yeah, if I'm going to be drinking Lagunitas, that's not going to be until the specific IPA video, which will only happen if I get 100 subscribers. So, yeah, you want to see that? You know what to do. Whore this video out. But back to this particular beer. It's good. Most places it's going to run you about $10 to $11 for a 6-pack, so a little more expensive than what I would ideally like to pay for beer, since I've mentioned multiple times, I drink stuff like Bud Light, which I can get like a 24 pack of bottles for like $13. So I don't know, 24 bottles of a really good beer, or $10 for 6 cans of, well, something I don't like. But overall, I do like this. It is one of the few IPAs I actually can say I like, and why I did not mind putting it into this review here. So, with that said, it's really good. Definitely got that hoppy bitterness to it, but it's not overbearing, and it is smooth. It actually, I will say, has a smooth finish to it, which I do like. So, with that said, on to the next beer. Okay, next up we have Two Brothers Domaine du Page French Country Ale. This is another one that's similar to the Buckle Down. It's not actually brewed in Chicago. It's brewed in a place called Warrenville, Illinois, which, if my geography of Illinois serves me correct, and I doubt it does, I want to say is maybe about an hour and a half outside of Chicago, but kind of in Illinois. If you're within 125 miles of Chicago, you're in Chicago. So let's open this up and see what it has to offer. Oh, that's never a good sign, in my opinion, when it comes to beers, when it's starting to enter the realm of brown in color. So, smell it here. Oh, I wish I didn't have to. Yeah, it's got that funky ale smell to it, so fuck it. Time to take a drink. Wow. Actually, I like that. That's actually really good. Less bitter than the IPA Belt and Suspenders that I did before this. And shit, I think I'd actually drink that if it wasn't so damn expensive. Again, you know, kind of like any craft beer or microbrew, it's going to run you between like $8 and $9 for a 6-pack, I think. Don't remember what the 6-pack price was, because where I bought these from, you could buy them by the bottle, which was good, because if I would have had to buy a 6-pack of each of these beers, I probably wouldn't be doing this review right now. So, yeah, very smooth. Usually the word ale scares the hell out of me, and seeing that dark brown color to it also kind of scared me, but damn, that was actually really good. I actually really liked that, and during setup for the next beer, rather than dump this into the bucket off screen here, I think I'm actually going to finish this off. So, next beer. Goose Island 312. The name, I believe, or at least I could assume, is based off of one of the Chicago area codes, 312. Goose Island is actually brewed in Chicago. Fun fact about Goose Island, anyone who watches football knows that the Chicago Bears kicker Cody Parkey missed a field goal that costed them a chance to move on in the NFL playoffs. And due to all the backlash that was received from that whole debacle, Goose Island actually gave fans a chance to go out there and prove they could kick a, 40-yard field goal or whatever the hell it was. And, yeah, no one made it, but to those people's credit, the day that the contest, I guess we'll just call it, was on, actually was like snowing and sleeting. So it was people in gym shoes trying to kick on a wet AstroTurf, which most of the people fell on their ass, and the videos of it are pretty damn funny. Definitely look those up. Just check like Goose Island Cody Parkey field goal challenge or something to that effect. But you know what? Enough rambling on about the suck-ass Bears. Let's open this up and see what we got. Okay, so far, I'm going to go ahead and say this looks like it's the lightest in color of all of them. This is what's called an urban wheat ale. So it's been a while since I have had 312. Usually when I used to drink 312, it was when I'd go to a party at my brother-in-law's house, and I remember it being drinkable, which isn't exactly the best review to give something, but compared to the other stuff that was available, drinkable was about what I could hope for. But since then, I've kind of BYOB'd my white trash beer. So, smell test. Smells like an ale, but it actually kind of has like some fruity tones to it, I'll say. Actually very pleasant smelling for an ale. So let's go ahead and take a sip. Definitely has a little bit of that bitter ale taste to it, but it's very subtle. All around very smooth, very sweet, I might even say. Very drinkable. Better than I thought it would be. I mean, coming off the Two Brothers Domaine DuPage, which wasn't bad, I would say it's probably on par with that, maybe a little better because being a little on the lighter side. But very good, very drinkable. I definitely would go back to drinking this if it was an available option at a party of some sort. Take another taste there. Oh yeah, that's right. Smooth, good, minimal bitterness, very pleasant and enjoyable. Yeah, that's what I can say for this. Really good. It's drinkable. Next beer. Next up, we have Revolution Brewing's Fist City Chicago Pale Ale. And first things first, I will say I do really like this beer. I buy it regularly. I really, really like Revolution Brewery. It's up on the north side of the city. If you are ever in Chicago, it's definitely worth going there, taking a tour. They have a lot of exclusive beers you can only get at their brewery and brew pub. I believe the brew pub, I want to say, is a couple blocks away from the brewery. But it is a damn good maker. I like a lot of their stuff. I actually wanted to do their one beer called Golden Cross for this, but it was not able to be bought by the can, and only came in packs of 18, I think. I want to say it's 18. I know it's some really weird assortment of size, not like a 12 or a 24 pack, but this will do. I like this. I'm familiar with this one, so I'm going to open it up and see what we got. Yeah, I'm pouring the whole can out because I know I will finish this. Okay, this one is, I like the fact with this you can at least see through it. It's not murky. It's got a nice light yellow color to it. Go ahead, take a smell. Definitely has a more stronger ale smell to it. I really don't know the best way to describe an ale smell. I know I keep just saying that, but I guess I could say sour smell, maybe. I know sour is more of a taste, but it's a smell that I will say I do find unpleasant. But, I mean, the last two beers had that similar smell, and I like them. So, let's go ahead and take a swig. Definitely heavier than the last two. That hoppiness is more present in this one than in the Two Brothers Domaine DuPage or the 312. Even more so than the Buckle Down. But it's pleasant. It's not overbearing. Another thing I want to say about Revolution Brewing is, although they make a lot of ales and even IPAs, some of their IPAs I actually enjoy because they tend to balance it out and not just complete bitter, like porta potty sewage water that most IPAs actually are. So, Revolution Brewing, if you're watching this, congrats. You guys make a damn good product and have this pale ale hater actually drinking some of them. So, go ahead, polish this off here, and yeah, I mean, it's really good. Even though it does have that bitter ale taste to it, I like it. It is damn good. I would not hesitate to buy this if I felt like spoiling myself or splurging. But would I keep it around regularly to be one of my beers of choice? Hell no. I don't make that kind of money. But you know what? That's about all I can say for this. Good beer. Side by side with all these, not the best. I would honestly say so far of all these, the best would probably be the 312. But we still got one more coming up. So let's get to the next beer. Next up, we have Daisy Cutter Pale Ale by Half Acre Brewing Company. Another Chicago-based brewing company. I've honestly never tried this one before. So rather than sit there and say anything else about it, I'm going to open it up and see what we got. Okay, don't want to pour too much out. Alright, similar to the Fist City, lighter in color, almost can see through the glass there. Go give it the smell test. Oh, I've been consistent with that sour ale aroma to it, so you know what comes next. Time to drink. Oh God, that is unpleasant. Oh, I definitely did not save the best for last. That is got that really bitter hop taste to it. Definitely don't taste like no daisies. Tastes like a daisy cut one. But, ooh. And like that bitterness. Oh, God. Ugh. Ugh. That is, oh, God. I'm going to have to do something to get that taste out of my mouth. Ugh. Yeah, it is not good. Not at all. I'm happy I was able to buy just one can of this because I'd be really pissed off if I buy a whole, I think these come in 4-packs or maybe 6-packs. I don't know, but, oh, that is awful. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and dump that out right now. Bucket off to the side there. Eesh. I think I'd actually almost drink Bud Ice again before I drink this. And, I mean, anyone who saw the budget beer review knows Bud Ice almost fucking killed me. So, yeah, you know, let's wrap this thing up because I want to do something to get that taste out of my mouth. Of all these beers, if I was going to recommend one of these to someone, get that awful shit off the camera there, I would go with the 312, just because I personally am not a fan of a hoppy taste, and it definitely had the least bitterness to it. But if you're someone who really likes that bitter punch of hops, and why you would, I do not know, then go with the Daisy Cutter because that's got everything you want, or buy some shitty Lagunitas, which was not featured here. But that's where I'm going to leave this off here. 312 was my favorite out of all these beers here. Most of them I liked, with the exception of the Daisy Cutter. Most of these I would drink if they were available, with the exception of the Daisy Cutter. So that's going to bring us to the end of this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It would really help out the channel. If you want to hit that little bell to get notifications of future uploads, please do so. You can also follow me on Facebook. Link to the Facebook page is in the description down below. But if you did not like this video, however, and think no one should ever be subjected to watching this crap ever again, thumbs down, negative comments, and until next time, this has been the Bearded Thumb. Have a good one.